so scared you forget me.
No, I never forget you. Because I won't think your nose, your eyes, this one, your...
Oh my God!
Smelly.
Was it scripted?
Am I in a documentary, alright? I play up a bit. It's painful for me, and in no way am I discrediting any of the production, okay? But wow, I damn irritated by that one, yeah.
Okay, today we have a slightly different episode. John recently was invited somehow by CNA to fly to the Philippines.
Go to fly to the Philippines!
What do you mean somehow? To get reconnected with someone very special in his life.
Yes, okay, so the story was that they invited me to reconnect with my teacher, which I've done like a couple of years ago, or like 3-4 years ago. So then I'm like, but we're still in touch.
You only got one teacher.
But she's that one teacher that I feel like changed my life, you know. So the other teachers I also love, but it's also like, you know, because they are nice teachers, that kind of vibe. So I said I'm actually looking for my helper now because like my friend from CNA texted me like 2 weeks or 3 weeks after I had this family dinner where I just started looking for her.
Right.
And then she said, oh my God, interesting. Let me try and pitch it as a series. She went to pitch and said, okay, my boss liked the story. We're going to make a series. Then we're going to find more people.
Oh.
Yeah,
You inspired the series.
I remember it's not a groundbreaking concept.
Yeah. No, but what's interesting is, so you were episode 2, you were meant to be episode 1.
I was episode 3, I was meant to be episode 1.
So what's the context of this helper? Like, is your childhood helper, right?
Yes. Okay, so I've only remember like 2 helpers in my childhood.
Okay.
The first one, don't remember because I see her in a lot of pictures. Her name is Auntie Erlin. And then the second one was Auntie Zen, which is when I was between 4 years old to 7 years old. So like that period, you know, memories start to form already.
Yeah.
At least for me. So basically, I very zippy, right? Like I always tell you about my childhood that I pretend I'm a rock, that kind of thing. Or I look at a bird and then I pretend I'm a bird. And then I just imagine what a bird see, that kind. So it's like very challenged one, my childhood. But she would stoke their imagination.
Wow.
She would tell me what to what do you think the bird sees over there? You know, the kind of thing, like the bits and pieces that I can remember, right?
Yeah.
I spend most of my waking hours with her because both my parents working, they travel a lot for work as well. Then my sisters all like by then they are in primary school already, but I was in kindergarten, so I finished school at like 11, then she come and pick me up. So we spent a whole day together one.
Yeah.
So one day I remember I heard her cry. So she was in the second floor staircase area, and from level 1 I looked up and she was just reading a letter and she was like stomping her leg like that. Like, I've never seen anyone like that. Because can you imagine knowing your father died in a letter?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so cry is like very not human to me. Like, because never hear this sound, never hear this kind of exclamation before.
Like wailing.
Yeah, and she's very tender with me. But I think I would have asked her what's going on, and she probably never tell me lah. Because I mean, she don't want to traumatize me. I was 6, 7, right? Yeah. It was later then I learned from my parents that her dad passed away and she needs to go back home to take care. I was like, oh, okay, like must be sometime soon, but I don't know when. Then like maybe never ask also. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I remember that I only know she's leaving on the day that she's leaving. Because I think my parents don't want me to act out for like 2 weeks straight because it would have been fucking exhausting, right? Yeah. So on that day, she just go lor. One parent stayed behind with me. And then one parent took her and just left already. Yeah, and I remember to like hold the gate and scream that kind.
Wait, how old were you again?
7.
And
6
how
or
old was
7.
she?
44, 43 at
And
the
she
time.
was with you since how old?
4.
Like 4 years
Since you were
old.
4.
She was with me for 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
But you have to
Okay.
understand that at that time, my parents ran like a business that requires them to travel a lot.
Right.
What I gathered from the episode, but I think it wasn't fully fleshed out, right, was that you had tried to look for her, or like randomly you try and search for her, but like never be able to find her. Then suddenly like someone remember her name, and then like your sister remember her name.
Because this whole time I call her Auntie Zen, right? My whole head growing up, up until March this year, her name was Susanna, right? Because
It makes sense.
my grandparents were there, my parents were there, and then they just have the habit, if I cannot pronounce, I mean, it's that generation's right of renaming
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
just because they can't say it right.
Yeah.
So like, they just named her Zen, I just call her Auntie Zen, and I just thought her name was Suzanne, and I think I would have brought it up before, but it's just like no one corrected me.
Yeah.
So then Suzanne, what? So common Suzanne, anything. So like, I just didn't think we have it. Like, I don't know her name. I don't know it's Suzanne what. We were at my mom's house and then we were just talking about it. Then I'm like, actually, you all remember her name or not? Like, it's like Suzanne what? You know, like,
Yeah.
let's at least like give it a search on Facebook lah. My other sister said, oh, I know her full name. Then like, and some of her full name damn difficult. It's like Zenaida Oste. It's damn difficult. And
Yeah.
the last time Nikki saw her, she was 12.
How she know?
See, like good memory is in my genes. Just never come to me. Like, haven't bloom yet.
Right.
So because my sister wrote letters to Auntie Zen last time after she left.
Wow.
This whole time her name, you never bothered to search her up. We talk
Yeah.
about her like every year she comes up.
Yeah.
And Nikki's like, I searched before, I cannot find. Then I'm like, okay, what's the thing? Then I just type Zenaida Oste, press enter in the first entry, right? Because there's only one Zenaida Oste, because this name is so rare, right?
Yeah.
Then I open it, I don't recognize the auntie, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
recognize the auntie. Then I show my mom. Then my mom, that's her, 100% that's her. Then I'm like, what? Then I hyped, okay? Then I look, okay, so my first thought in my head, is she alive?
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So I went and check. People wish her happy birthday and got some, she got like back. Then I DM her in a gross way, okay, like I'm like John and all that. Like maybe I say John, she just doesn't
Right.
trigger
I
that
must say
memory.
John.
Because it's weird for me to think that she thinks about us.
Yeah.
Because
It was a short period of time.
I was a kid, you were
Yeah.
my whole life.
Yeah.
This is a job.
This was 3 years of entire
This
life.
is like it's her job lah. Like your first job's colleague, boss son, you remember or not? The name, like even though you invited to his birthday party, do you remember your boss son's name or not? You know? So I tried lah, and then she never even accept my friend request. She never open and read the message. Then 3-4 weeks later, Marine, shout outs to Marine from Channel News Asia Red Dot team, reached out with that whole conversation, and that's when we started. And during that period, right, I don't know why my dumbass, like I go and see who wish her happy birthday lah. Then I find like the youngest chap
Yeah.
His name is Ray, R-H-A-Y. Then, I mean, he looks young. He like, we play him playing in a band. Or then I go and find him on Instagram.
Right.
Got Instagram. Then he's like posted like a few days ago.
Great.
So
Yeah.
I DM him. I say, bro,
Yeah.
you know Auntie. And then I saw location Philippines, right? So I say, hey, bro, you know Auntie Zen, and I'm trying to look for her. She was my childhood helper, but I sent photos also, you know that it's not some weird
Yeah.
phishing scam. And then he said, okay, I will let her know.
Oh.
I'm going to hear from this end like 48
Great.
hours. So-
Yeah.
Well, what I don't know is that the guy lives in the city. Like I'll let you know next time I meet her, which is like next New Year or what. We don't know. This was like this was April. What I've gathered after speaking to a few relatives is that they meet every like 2 years, 4 years one. You know?
This is why, right, guys, Chinese New Year reunion, right, is so important.
So important in those,
This- yeah.
especially in countries that are so big.
Yeah.
And so Ray said, okay lah. Then after that, he ghosted me already.
Oh.
That's when Marine gave me a list. She had a better mind. These people, last name Oste. Go and DM these people.
Oh,
Which
makes sense.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So because I don't use Facebook Messenger, right?
Yeah.
Then, so I DM a bunch, like 4 or 5 people. Then all replied.
Oh.
Nice.
And they all like, she's my grandmother or like my niece, my mother, I'm her niece.
Oh.
But then half of them in Singapore.
Oh.
Yeah, so they are helpers in Singapore. Then we connect until I found her son, I found her daughter, I found her niece, I found her cousin, I found someone that used to live near her. There was a whole bunch. And that was when I realized they are spreading the messages around the kampong because there are new people that I did not contact and message me to say, I heard you're looking for my auntie. She's my niece.
Right.
And then in the end, I think like I was like interacting with 12 people. And then Marine from CNA, and I want to keep it a surprise, realized that we are already.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like there's just no more surprise element already. Confirm, you know already. Yeah, so like we had to come up with a cover story. So the cover story would be that, and that's why relatives on this end, I only replied y'all after it was shot, after the thing aired because they were asking like, are you coming and all that stuff already. Yeah, so
And the video was to like surprise her
yeah.
and see if she recognized you.
Because I try and swear everyone to secrecy. Like you
Yeah.
cannot tell
Cannot
this guy,
lah.
okay, you cannot
Yeah.
tell this
But
guy.
it's
Then,
so
but then they were ratting on each other. It's like
Yeah.
they don't tell this guy.
Yeah.
Like this guy told everybody that told this person that told me. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So like then they were ratting each other. Then I'm like, cannot lah.
Yeah.
So then I cut off. I just stopped replying everybody. And so the premise was that Marine was to fly there to do a documentary about helpers that left Singapore. So there was a whole like fake ass day when they shot bureaus of the house, right?
Yeah.
That Marine was just hosting in front of Auntie Zen or
Like
some
fake
shit.
hosting.
Yeah.
Today we are here in the village.
No lah. Just like, do you like? So what we don't see in the footage is a lot of interviews with Auntie Zen where Marine is just interviewing her.
Oh, like
but,
just talking.
But all those footage was her just collecting more information and then just throwing her off.
Because we saw a glimpse of that when you and Nikki were like sneaking behind, right? Then we saw Marine talking.
Ran
to
off,
her.
yeah.
So that was one of those like fake comments. Okay.
Yeah. So that was Marine talking about do you remember your Singapore employers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then she after talking about then like which one's your favorite? Then like then after that she's like then Then what is also cut out was that she showed a video of my house tour. Just randomly, just show a video of my house tour. Then Auntie Zen never say anything.
Oh.
Like so she don't know it was me.
Right.
Then after I showed the office tour, then I didn't know it was me. Then after that, she asked is this John?
Yeah.
Then she said, then Marine said yes. Marine showed her a fake video that I just shot like that morning of us like doing a fake vlog at the town center called Ginobatan. Yeah, so then she just looked at it and then she didn't even recognize that it's Ginobatan.
Oh.
So then, because the place she stay, right, guys, it's not called a kampong. It's called a bayou. You all hear this word before, right? Because it's in like Vampire Diaries and shit, right?
Yeah.
Huh? It's called what?
A bayou.
Bayou.
Yeah, and she had to ask like, can you see where they are? Then she's like, she don't know them, by then I appear already.
He was hoping that she would go, oh my God, that's Philippines.
Yeah.
But how was your mental state? Like your emotions?
So by that period, right, we have been planning and I know that Auntie Zen has been contacted.
Right.
And I already know she knows who I am.
Yeah.
She aga already.
Yeah.
So in my head, I've had like weeks to process this already.
Yeah.
So it's with the whole insecurity that
She don't recognize.
like, or she's like, oh yeah, you're my ex-boss son, you know? That kind of,
Like you
ex-boss
scared
son.
you scared she too nonchalant a bit.
Yeah, like then it's just not impactful for anybody. But because in my head she means the world to me, but I was just a job.
Yeah.
Like if anything, she would remember my parents because my parents was the boss lah.
Right,
Then
right.
I just like the boss son eh. It was a long ass trip to get there. Okay, we had to fly a red eye flight to Manila. Then we land like 3-4 a.m. Then we had to take a 4-hour layover, and then we take another plane ride to another place. Then after that, we take a 1-2 hour car ride to the hotel,
Yeah.
where we had 30 minutes to get ready. Then and this is like at the time it was like 9:30, 10 a.m. already.
I see.
Then go down and then we drive another hour to have lunch with the producers. Then that's our real pre-prod or like on set already. Then after pre-prod end, right, we drive there already.
Wow.
So then after that, Nikki and I was standing in the sun where the CNA team go back and throw her off and be in mid-production before we come in.
Yeah.
So we stood there for like an hour. Then we play all the kids on, and the kids for some reason think we're Korean. Then they were just like sarang hey. Then we just like sarang hey. We got a lot of videos of like the kids all just start playing with us, right? By that time, right, I'm super sleep deprived. It's super hot. I'm sweating. Then before that, we were squatting outside the door that was shown, right? Then after we run in, when she screamed, right, my heart jolted
Yeah.
Because like that was from the depth one you know?
Yeah.
Then I was very touched. But at that point, I was really very tired also.
Yeah.
I don't think I really would have cried. But I thought, okay, never mind, we're a documentary, right? I play it up a bit. Honest. I play it up a bit. Then Auntie Zen started crying. Then my first real one come down already, right? Then she go and take my Cao Cao come out.
Yeah, that was wild.
Pass away. That one is like,
Wow.
honestly, I CNA damn steady.
Yeah.
Like there was like they never captured they got captured and never used
Wow,
like, damn steady.
you had some real ugly
the
cry.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
Wait, give context of the Toto.
No, it's so wild that like she still kept the Chocho.
Yeah,
like,
dude, and she in the pre-production, Marine already knew she kept, and Marine kept that from me.
Wow.
That was the trigger.
Dang.
And what Marine later learned was that she washed that thing twice a month.
Wow.
For what reason? Don't know. Like one day want to return to me.
That's crazy. It's 26 years.
Yeah.
26 years and like 400 typhoons later leh. And you must understand the typhoon is not just outside rain The typhoon blow down her house
And
Yeah.
like she still kept it. Like
Yeah.
I correct me if I'm wrong, but from watching it, apparently before she left, you gave it to her. Like you told her to
Yes.
keep it. And it was like, wow.
I don't really remember it because it was that long
Yeah, yeah.
ago. But it checks out that it's kind of shit that
Yeah,
it's the kind of shit that I would do,
You
right?
slipped her the Jojo.
Yeah, that I sleep and she said I told her that you must return this to me.
Yeah.
So she kept it
So
this
that I
whole
will see
time.
her again.
Okay. But was it scripted?
Cute.
Or you think real?
Wild.
No, I think real.
Yeah lah.
It's the only reason I would have given it to her.
Then your sister jealous or not?
A bit. So Nikki was like, when we first came in, and I
Yeah.
straight away said, "This is you remember Nikki?" Then she's like, "Yeah." Then
Yeah,
she go back to
it,
John.
it just no. Like if you
She
if
don't
you watch it right,
recognize.
Because
it
you're the
just
favorite
didn't.
child, then she's like, whatever.
No, she didn't realize it was Nikki at
Yeah.
all.
You said this is Nikki.
Yeah, but she never hear.
So for context, right, before they actually reached the place, right, the siblings were already saying like who was the favorite, and then all of them genuinely thought that they were
Yeah.
Auntie's
Their
favorite.
favorite.
Like
At least
even,
someone was a curveball.
Yeah.
No one thought it was her, but she thought it was herself.
I think when Nikki said it also, and I think she did share Nikki's funny a woman thing, like it was damn funny. Like it really
Yeah.
was like so touching. So then Auntie Zen saw you and had that moment, right? And then look at Nikki, right? You can tell that Auntie Zen did not recognize Nikki
Yeah.
at all. It felt
Heartbreak,
damn
eh.
sad. Like in that moment, I felt for Nikki like I wasted a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but to be fair, because it's a documentary, right? So there's certain narratives we need to follow.
Yeah.
So Nikki was also prepared to not be the center of the
Right,
show.
right, right.
Okay.
Because like this has been pre-discussed lah to a certain extent. So Nikki kind of realized that okay, it's not me. Auntie Zen doesn't either don't remember me, don't recognize me, or don't like me.
Yeah.
She retreated, like she kind of took a step back a little bit. She just cried silently from a distance.
Dang, I would
Yeah.
have cried also.
And then when we started walking into the house, Auntie Zen asked me. No, she asked Nikki, how's Nikki?
Yeah.
What? She asked
Like she
Nikki.
clearly remembers
She
a
legit
Nikki.
don't
She just
remember
didn't
Nikki.
connect
Yeah,
that this
yeah.
person
Okay,
is
okay,
Nikki.
okay.
You must understand that we really changed. Our faces
Yeah,
really
it's
changed.
you from 7 ma, and now it's like
Yeah.
30.
Even for Nikki, she major glow up. She major glow up. Yeah.
But the way she cried, right, it like broke my heart because it's like as if you're her child
Yeah, you return.
that she lost, you know.
That's exactly the feeling that I gave during the post interview that was not aired. That I feel like I'm visiting my birth mother.
Right.
Because
To John's mom.
no. And I've thought about the phrasing of this because I was prepared to say this on TV. Why I think Auntie Zen was so special to not just me but my whole family, right? Was that she balanced and shredded the role very, very well. That she is not here to replace my parents. Like I don't remember ever being resentful of my parents for not being around. I'm just glad Auntie Zen's around. And then when my parents are around, I'm happy my parents are around.
Got it.
Okay, when she went back, what I didn't realize was that she was trying to come back to Singapore. And that was what her letters between her and Nikki was about.
Oh, okay.
So Nikki don't remember it, but Nikki was talking to my parents and arranging this agency, that agency.
Trying to get her back.
I tell you, my sister also is my other birth mother. She like solid one. But anyway, so and my mother is also my birth mother.
So
I didn't know.
She was trying to arrange how to get back.
Right.
And that was when her uncle died. Her brother died. Her brother was supposed to jaga her kids, then she will come back to Singapore.
Oh.
Yeah, but then her brother died and then she needs to stay. And so during one of the funerals, either the brother or the father, right, she had a childhood friend. The childhood friend came and helped with the funeral arrangements and I just kind of do housekeeping for her. And then he liked her. He liked her from last time.
Oh.
He's like 3-4 years younger than her.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to talk to Auntie Zen's older son. Dominic himself approved, right? And then go to the mom and says that he wants to stay and take care of you.
Damn.
Then
Cute.
Auntie Zen just say yes. Then she shut. Then she said, "I say yes." Then that's it. They never proposed. They never did a ceremony. Never got married. But they this is my husband. This is my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then they had another two more kids.
Nice.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
And the older one is called Jonathan.
Oi.
You got ask her or not? You
So
got
I
ask her,
did. I
is it
did.
inspired?
I said, Auntie Zen, when you name your son John, right? Was it because of me? Then she said, a bit. Which is no.
She just like the name Jonathan.
No, in
Which is
Philippines,
it's such a common name in the Philippines.
It's such a common name, right?
Oh, really?
But she was damn nice about it. She's like, a bit. Then I'm like, no. What I realized after that also is that the letters arrived 1-2 months late on for because there is no PO box. Left and right is streets for damn long. Then you start seeing a bit of houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's her like kampong of sorts lah. Yeah. And she's the last house. Like she's the second last house. Which means right, the local fixer. Because when we got her address, right, the address is very surprisingly short. It's like shorter than my house address, that kind. You know? Because it's super incomplete. There's no unit number, no door number, no nothing.
Oh, that means really need to know the place.
So what CNA did was they very kindly, they got a local fixer and she was absolutely great. Like whenever we cry, she's crying with us, man.
So you stayed at the hotel lah throughout the time there? Or was it just a one-day thing that you bounced?
Dude, I tell you, that was so awkward. And this is like, and this is just, it's painful for me.
Yeah.
And in no way am I discrediting any of the production, okay? I think they did a wonderful job. The moment she took out my chocho, right, I burst out crying already, okay? And like, jalak cry already, like needed to hug it out to hide my face kind of cry already, okay? We go in and then like we're just catching up, like, you know, we're still going through pleasantries of I'm so surprised that you kept all this, and she's like, I tried to come back, you know, we were still at that wave, and then we're like, okay, John, can you all reset? I need you all to do pickups already.
Oh, yeah.
I completely understand, especially this is what we do also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think without CNA, right, you would have gone back to visit her?
Yes, the
Like
plan was
yourself.
to
Find her.
fly there, but it's just when. It's a matter of when,
Right.
and the fear is that what if it's too late?
But the fixer and being able to actually
Yeah.
complete it was with the help of the CNA people.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct.
I see.
So if not for CNA, maybe I still haven't seen her.
Cannot
this year.
find her lah.
Yeah, because she went and because she speaks the local language, so she can ask for directions. Yeah, and like at least get some form of kinship lah. If not, I just look like police or what. I try to rob you or what.
Were there anything that you filmed that you wish was in
Put
it but
inside.
just wasn't in?
So many. We actually did a lot of activities. Like the other things we did, she actually brought us out to go and eat her favorite food.
Oh.
Yeah. Then we actually brought her to the market to top up and stock up her whole house. So we bought like 25 kg rice, that kind, like that kind. Like she good lah. Then after that, she brought us to this volcano where she wanted to bring us here because when she was a little girl, her auntie brought her here, and she thought that it was like the most breathtaking thing. And she never did come back to see it again. Yeah, and it's like 3-4 hours from her house, a drive from her house.
Right.
Yeah.
When
We
she
also have family dinner. Oh, family dinner damn cute.
She
Yeah.
cook.
She cook. Bro, her cooking damn nice eh. Then I asked her like, do you cook this in Singapore? She said she got cook one time. My grandmother don't like. I'm like, wow, how dare you, grandmother? Yo, dude, we cook a lot because we cook the stuff for her to sell.
Yeah.
We have so much time there because like the cooking is, you know how we made a fire like at Ubin? We made a big deal. It was like half the app.
Yeah.
Dude, she got lighter, okay? But
That changes
everything
things.
is just there, and she's just tearing paper at the correct size. Then some paper, then cardboard. Then we fuse. Then just take charcoal. Then she used her hand and control fire. Like literally, like you want low flame, right? You take out some charcoal. Then you want to deep fry already, you put in charcoal. Like beyond being intrigued, right? Because she also got like one water source to her house.
Right.
Yet the pig's tub is filled. The toilet got water. Her kitchen sink got water. Then like it's because she got this one water outlet, but there's hose just networked already.
Wow.
So you go outside the house, you just take this one and plug this one, right? Then the pigs get water. Then this one, plug this one, then the toilet gets water. Then it's like, wow, like it's so good. And so after we geek out everything, I remember my sister and I discussed like the most special moment for us. This period when the cameras all went and rest already. The three of us was cooking dinner. There's this Filipino dish I always see on TikTok. Then I always tell myself to do it, but again, pet don't eat eggplant, so I never bothered.
The eggplant.
The eggplant egg.
Yeah.
The eggplant egg. Because I love eggplant, I love egg, I say, Auntie, can you
Same.
teach me how to make it, right? So I bought like 8 eggplant. I really want to whack. And so my body transformation hasn't started yet. So there was this period.
Yes, yeah.
There was this period of like
Okay.
30-40 minutes where the cameraman go and rest and they were charging equipment already. That the three of us was just in a groove in a medieval Stone Age kitchen. Like it was literally I lift up, and then my sister would take out one charcoal, put in, we put down, then Auntie Zen, and I peel, then we come, then we move aside, I go outside, connect water, we wash hand, and we just grooved there like for 45 minutes straight.
Wow.
And that felt like the most natural thing, but it was not caught on camera.
Probably better also.
Yeah, we had dinner as a family. Then I got cook some. Then they got cook some. Then we got buy some. Then adobo is really cooked with Sprite one. I did not know that.
Oh.
Yeah, you had to. It's like half a bottle of Sprite or like the 1.5 liter. Like
Wow.
Sprite is so important to the dish.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, when we bought Sprite, I thought it was to drink. Then I thought maybe use a bit, then the rest drink. Don't have all Sprite. Yeah. So then you reduce. That's how they get the caramelization of
Giving
the
away
adobo.
their secrets, man.
No, it's a thing. That's why last time Adele also used Sprite.
Yeah.
You never describe the eggplant egg.
Okay, I mean it's nice.
How you 45
No,
minutes?
the problem is me. I think no bicheng. I think MSG would have killed it. Also, like no
so-
chili sauce, all that lah. So the dinner has stone table outside. So the first meal was crew lunch. They was not filmed, right? They already put banana leaves on the table. Then we eat lah. So I thought this banana leaf too. I don't know why lah. My dumbass just feel like this is clean lor. This is like store bought or some shit. So we just kind of ate lah. I never think about the rice. Just pour the thing. Cause my mother do that at home. My nasi lemak, we go market and buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then on the last night, they got banana leaf there that we were supposed to set up together. But this time they want to film the setup. Never use the footage lah. So I really set up on the table. Then I realized they just chopped it there, and there's like ants and spiders and like critter eggs, and they just like
Oh no.
yeah. Then I was like, oh my god, like lunch I never even see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
you
never
never
wipe.
wipe.
never the dinner one I wipe like fuck. Ah.
But you assume that whoever set it up for the previous one never wipe. Maybe they wipe.
Yeah, maybe they wipe.
I don't think so because they were eating off the bag. Like everyone's eating off the
No,
bag.
I think they got wash with water then.
Never.
Rinse lah, rinse.
So the internet, right, is even like a phone machine. You just tong. It's knee size, right?
Yeah.
You just tong then like Like 1 pesos is 1 minute, that kind.
Of Wi-Fi.
Of Wi-Fi.
So it's like a payphone.
but the Wi-Fi coverage damn far.
Oh.
Like it's a good 30-50 meters from her house.
Wow.
But I thought there I can use Wi-Fi in her house. But we only realized that on the last day. But that was when I set up all her payment systems and so that we can keep in touch and we can wire money.
So what was leaving like?
Leaving was very tough. In fact, leaving the first day was quite tough already. We reunite after 26 years, we hug it out, and then you see the state of her home. And then now I say, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, I'm gonna go back to my hotel.
Oh, okay.
You feel like an asshole. So you feel like I could stay here, but then there's no room. There are a lot of spiders in the room. Spiders are so big. Like the spiders everywhere. The spiders are so...
I feel you because I go to the place where they film Thanos. I mean the Thanos snapping scene, right? It's in a place called Batat in the Philippines. And it's like in a
Rice terrace.
rice terraces. And I went down, like I trekked 1 hour down there to stay there in a home. And at night, right? Because it's the only light source, right? I swear I never see so many species of like...
Bug.
Yeah, there's a bug like this big, just flying one like mess. And then my guide, I was like, and my guide literally punched it. And he had to use his feet. It's not like that, you know. It's not like, it's like, it flies towards you like a baseball
like a
size.
fireball,
And I just like, and then he pop, and then it just boom.
But it's split lah.
No, it's just a mess. It's like literally this size. I'm not kidding.
Right.
I don't know what bug is that.
By the time the last day, I just told her that I'm going to fly you to Singapore.
Oh, great. That was my next question actually.
Yeah.
So she's coming to Singapore one day.
Yeah, so they're in the process of getting their passport. I'm going to fly her and her 2 children. So I'll bring her to the office, okay?
Yeah.
So then I'll see you again. We will spend Christmas or New Year's or Chinese New Year together. Then she just wave on. Then we wave goodbye for the camera. Then she wave. Then we run back. Then after we run back, she signaled to me 1 take. No, we just fine. We just fine. Because we already say goodbye already.
Yeah.
So she said 1 take. The last hug, we go out and we walk all the way outside. And so Nikki and I had a whole reflection all the way until we reached outside.
Right.
Yeah. So in total, we captured like thousands of hours like worth of footage and pieced together 30 minutes or 20 minutes because for ads.
I wish
During
it
the
was
reflection,
more.
especially, right, like, what was your sister's takeaway from this whole
She realized that she had no closure because Auntie Zen left so abruptly and letters were sent but they were not replied to. Yeah, and so she never knew why Auntie Zen didn't come back. Like, so we just kind of left with that story. And so understanding it's just not possible to even mail shit there. Not say mail out, to mail to them is so hard. Yeah, like and the internet must tong one, and you must understand that when she sell her goreng pisang, which looks great, I never get to try it, but it's like it looks great. It's like 3 halves, like 4 halves of a goreng pisang together.
Oh.
Then you put on a tobacco leaf with the batter. You fry it, then you take out the tobacco leaf.
I tried that. I tried that, the banana skewer thing.
And I want to try, but it's like that's her income. Yeah, so then we went door to door and try and sell. Actually, the first unit wanted to buy out everything already. Then we're like, sorry, we're doing a show, can we take 2? Then in the end, as we go down, right, we cannot find it. Like, nobody want to buy it. So anyway, if you all have not watched it and don't know what we're talking about, right, go watch the video. I think it's nice.
Yeah,
I cried so bad.
I'll go watch
cried.
it.
Really, really good.
I cried in the like watching the trailer by itself.
My fiance also cried. I just showed John just now.
Yeah, but yeah, the outpouring has been immense. I got pictures of random strangers sending me pictures of themselves, their family members crying. So then since when the video go out, right, very irritatingly got a lot of people say, so did you fix her roof? Did you give her money? I hope you gave her money. Like you know, then I'm like, I thought I was damn triggered by this. I mean, obviously I'm financially taking care of her, but like, do I need to report to the world about it? Like, where is the implication of she got robbed then to satisfy you, you know?
Yeah.
I put one post to say that she's being financially cared for because I don't want to say I gave her a sum of money or whatever. All right.
Yeah.
And so somebody say, got pictures?
The
Screenshot. Then I'm like,
TDK community go and attack the CNA video. Go and find out who this commenter is.
to be fair, it was like really 10 out of hundreds of comments lah. So,
Oh, we have
People really
this-
got problems.
but I damn irritated by that one.